Hey fam, I'm back at the Civic Center. The reason why I come here is because, free food, free water. You see burritos, bananas, chocolate chip cookies, hand towels. They give you bottles of water. I mean, and it's like usually 3 or 4 square meals every single day. And on the weekends, it's even better. And I'm talking like fresh fruit, salads. I mean, like, say you go to a grocery store, you've been begging on the street, it's like at least $15 a plate worth of food. Good stuff. The people, out of their goodness of their hearts, come out and do the damn thing. My gosh. I mean, there's nothing to complain about. The only thing that you can complain about is if the cops and other people decide to shut this thing down, and that would suck, because there aren't that many resources. At Huntington Beach, there's like 1 or 2 places. One place that gives you kind of like a bag lunch, but it's more so just like, it's like water, Slim Jims. Sometimes you get a can of those little hot dogs, little mini hot dogs, or like it's like snack food. It's not a lunch, and it's definitely not a dinner. It's no veggies, there's no rice, there's no meal. It's just snacks, a bunch of snacks. It's not, I mean, you can't exist off of that. So, it really takes the kindness of people's hearts to come and, I don't know if it's in their budgets or whatever, but they come and help out in many different ways. Anyway, so I'm here. As you saw in the previous video, the people were stealing. They were doing their steely, and one of the guys got really upset that I recorded them while they were stealing. Anyway, he came up to me, he said some stuff. I was like, well, I purposefully don't put this on high res because of the memory it takes, and I want to be able to upload very quickly. But also, I do respect people's space and their anonymity. People should have the ability to be anonymous and not be recorded. And I try not to make it so that people can, we are out in the open, and who can, like, I don't know what the issue was, but there's cameras like right here. Like, there's a camera right over there. You see it? Camera over there, camera over there. So, camera inside the parking garage over here. So, and it's constantly recording. So, I respect people's space and everything like that, but the argument that he was giving was just dumb, and I also already knew why. But yeah, I just want to rejoice and say thank you to the Creator, to the Almighty, who we all are a part of, for providing, for giving us food and sustenance. And the funny thing is that you don't need the state government, you don't need all these weird institutions to participate. There are a lot of people who eat better here than working people do. I know there are people who work at McDonald's 40-50 hours a week that probably eat, them and their children eat way worse than they would if they came down here and set up shop and enjoyed their, could work a daily something, could go do something, but they really, you could really enjoy yourself here and not have to worry too much. Anyway, something's going on. I'm sure some type of electromagnetic pulse making me a little bit woozy and forgetful. That's what usually happens after I had a great meditation session, and I just kind of want to talk about that. I don't know how to describe it basically, but I think all of us are going through our own quickening, our own awakening process. I don't know if it's an awakening or a catching up or an understanding of who we are. And it's multifaceted. It's not one thing or another. It's many different things. As you can see, the universe, things that we have to deal with on a daily basis are a lot of different things. But for me, it's coming to an understanding of what balance truly is and where we truly are. And, for me, I don't know if it's a secret or not, but I think that everyone should come to an understanding by themselves. And it's not necessarily one of those things that you just stumble upon. It's really, I mean, maybe you do stumble upon it, I don't know. But it's one of those things that when you're ready to receive the message, it will come, I think. I think it's one of those things that, you can't just like, someone who, like, say police officers, there's a lot of arguments out there that say that you can't reform them. You can't reform them because they have no interest in being reformed. They're very happy in their current existence. And that, or maybe they're brainwashed, or maybe they're not human. I don't know. But you're not going to just reform them. They're not, it comes from within. Them going around beating people up and killing people is not, it's not something that you're just going to change overnight. You're not going to be able just to fire that person and they're just going to stop. This is a learned, conditioned response to stimuli. And whatever the stimuli is, is another issue. Okay? It's not something that's easily taken care of. There are literally, there are things that do go bump in the night where you're not going to just stop them because you give them ooey gooey good feelings. No. They have a plan, they have issues, they have a whole thing going on where, it does require your participation, but, you can go and march in the street for another 10 years. It ain't going to stop it. The same issues are going on that's been going on for hundreds of years, if not thousands. It has not changed. It's just the way that the message is delivered. And now the cops got guns and weapons, and they're militarized, and their goals are starting to come into fruition. And so, for those of you who have decided to drop out, like I have, I don't know if you've decided to drop out, maybe you still have a job or whatever. I refuse to participate or reinforce the system that's leading to our ultimate destruction and demise. I prefer to live. And, there's many different ways to live. One thing I do know is that the negative entities, like I said before, you're not going to stop. You're not going to just cookie coat what they want. They have an agenda. And, for example, here they even tried, and it's been, a hard week or two of them attacking every single day. And, as soon as, for example, when I get in a food line, I get that psychic attacks immediately. Sometimes it's the people who are giving out the food. Sometimes it's people behind you. In the video yesterday, you could have seen maybe a white guy sitting over in that direction yelling. He's a normal attacker. He has a beard. He came up behind me in line a couple times and started attacking psychically, and then I laughed at it, and he went away and went right out of the food line. Didn't want food. So why do you even come in line? Anyway, so interesting things like that. Anyway, so we all have a job, we all have a purpose, and some of us are doing our thing on the inside. Some of us are insiders and are putting in the work, the hard work in different ways. It's kind of like the human body. Some cells are muscle cells, some cells are fat cells, some cells are heart cells. They all are doing their thing, but they all are able to communicate to keep the body alive. And the negative entities want to destroy that communication. They want to destroy that ability for your body to heal and communicate and rest, and to elevate itself to the spiritual plane. And that's what I kind of think of this whole thing as. The tree has its roots and its flowers, in its leaves to absorb sunlight, to absorb energy. And they're just smaller parts of the whole that are working together symbiotically in many other ways to achieve the goal and the dream, the aspiration, and the reality of life. Life everlasting in all its intricate forms, its infinite forms. And it's something to really behold and to see complete beauty in. I think I'm really starting to see that, you know, there's some real beauty here. And, you know, you may not be able to see it if you're looking through filters, if you're looking straight at your TV, or if you're distracted. And I find some people may say, hey, you're homeless. The earth is my home. This ground that I sit on is my chair. And the Creator, the Almighty, is my life and my love. And so for me, you know, there might be hard times, and those are things that you have to go through as an experience. And it's that experience that makes you grow and helps you to change and to become better. Maybe worse for a little bit, maybe better. You know, whatever it takes, man. Whatever it freaking takes. And you know, the Almighty knows all and is all, and you know, is kind of shepherding us with a gentle hand, a gentle love, a gentle warmth, and providing, obviously. I mean, for those of you who are in doubt, all you have to do is stick your head in underwater for a minute and don't breathe. Don't breathe. See what it's like. The Almighty provides in all things. To the just and unjust alike, whatever. They know where their power comes from. They know where their energy comes from. Some of it comes from us. But they don't get their knowledge and understanding from nowhere. It comes from somewhere. Anyway, so just wanted to rejoice and just give a message that, you know, for those of you who are on your journeys, just, you know, wow. I know some of you are coming into the light, as I am, you know, and it's all a journey. It's never ending, which is beautiful. You know, there's so many different expressions, and I'm happy to be a part of this expression, this body that's expressing itself on this plane. The Almighty has allowed it, and it shall continue. And amen. And, you know, more power to everybody, and, you know, I wish y'all luck.